at the shooting guard. And for San Antonio, Doug McDermott is out there with ABC. And it's Birch.
On that one, shouldn't be much debate.
Ray Jones.
And that one falls for Jones. And so Jones nails both of them.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Clark outside. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
Washington.
And just a fantastic run of games for him. A look at the Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
Well, it's not often you see someone be this impactful on the defensive end, but that's what makes him special. I mean, he's been doing all the little things that don't necessarily show up in the box score, but you can bet his coach and teammates know that he's been carrying the team with his D.
Count it.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive ball.
Another whistle, and he's got to be careful with his foul situation.
Now, here's Birch. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Now the pass to McDermott. They get a hand on it.
And we've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips. Both those turnovers could have been avoided.
And we're about a minute. Dillon Brooks, who went to Oregon, was the 2017 Pac-12 Player of the Year.
Second round pick that year. I mean, he was taking 45th. Despite that, he's carving out a...
Now here's Brooks. 9 points last game out. Inside, Porzingis, and it goes down 2 points. Porzingis has got 5 now.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a perfect 4-for-4 start for them. Now they're just getting all the shots they want.
BC, he's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. Here's ABC. Unable to get that one. And it's Washington the other way. And this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
In their meetings last year, they split the season series. Happens a fair amount between teams from the East and West.
Yeah, when you only see a team twice a year, it's tough to get a good read on them. It's why so many of these East-West matchups wind up with a split.
And now, the first timeout called here for the Spurs. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, they couldn't do any better than a shooting percentage in the low 30s on that night, guys, and that's pretty much a death sentence.
Well, it all starts with ball movement. When your percentage is that low, you know you're not moving it well enough. You're not getting your guys open shots.
Now here's Jones. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Here's Washington. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. 8 points for DJ.
This team is rolling right now. Still haven't missed a shot.
Pass to Birch. Over Porzingis. The shot by Birch, no good. Washington leading now by 11. Here's Cunningham. And then Cunningham with... the dunk.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor. Just in total control so far.
San Antonio with the ball after the basket by Washington. McDermott, no one around him, and a little luck that time, but it drops.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And Clark has got the ball here for the Wizards. Releases. And Washington again with the bucket.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely... in disarray.
Passes it to McDermott from outside the arc. Good on the triple. McDermott's got his second bucket of the night.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Clark right side. And Clark slams it in.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Now here's Jones. Porzingis with the block.
And the 7-3 reach of Porzingis being put to great use there.
Here's Clark driving in, and it's Clark with the finish.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Good on the bucket.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Washington leading now by 12. .46 seconds left in the first. Shoots the three. The rebound by the Spurs.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
McDermott passes to Jones. Back to McDermott. Outside, Jones. Pass to Birch. To the left side wing. Lets it go with the three. It's Clark with the rebound. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here.
Washington ball. Checking in for the Wizards.
Here's Morris. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Launches it. And that one's good by Clark. Clark's got 17.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
And so it's the Washington Wizards. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've had such great ball movement. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
Their playing in low post has been excellent right from the opening tip. They're doing so much damage down low.
And also knocking down the mid-range because they're making good decisions with the basketball.
So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Cunningham. Then it's DJ. And it's Morris in at the 1 spot. Bounce pass from Clark. Porzingis kicks to Cunningham. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at San Antonio lurking in the base. Of the conference for the time being. They're not pleased with their performance so far this season.
And checking out San Antonio, they talked all offseason about how this year was going to be different. Nobody bought into it then, and nobody's buying into it now.
We all know talking the talk is easy, but carrying through, that's another story. The naysayers' predictions were basically on point.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
And Greg, with Devontae Graham, you know he's going to shoot it. He has no hesitation letting it fly.
I mean, he's a solid three-point shooter who believes he can make any shot. About 2/3 of his shots all come from outside. So you know exactly what you're getting with him.
Outside, Jones. Just 5 on the clock. Johnson for 3. They get it back. It's blocked. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. The wide open look here for Kuzma. The shot's good on the assist by Morris.
Using his good shooting mechanics, Kuzma has the necessary range to hit from deep.
Jones, the pass to Carmelo. Now here's Jang. Outside, Jones. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Yeah, we talked about this before, Chris, but great to see you inducted at long last into the Naismith Hall of Fame. It is so well-deserved, and all of us are thrilled for you and your family.
Oh, thank you, Kevin. It means a lot. Shout out to my parents, my family, and all my teammates. It's a special feeling. You never dream of making it to the Hall of Fame, and I tell you what, it's a surreal feeling right now. Thanks, man.
Jones, the pass to Anthony. Now here's Graham. The pass to Anthony. To stop the run. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
You know, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
The Wizards shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
Collins checked in for San Antonio. And that one falls for Clark. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they might be pressing a little. I mean, forcing some things. This is a good opportunity to calm everyone down.
Enzo Graham will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Cunningham kicks to Clark. Out to Morris. Back to Clark. Over Johnson. Trying to get free, and he overshot that one, missing. The Spurs have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Graham surveying the floor. And stolen by DJ. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Jones, the pass to Graham. Johnson outside. And the foul called on DJ. And that'll be his third foul. Line. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Clark against Johnson. Back to Clark. 1:46 left to play here in the half. And the shot is good.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
And he gets it to go.
And how about finally being able to put an end to that 16-0 run by Washington?
Now, here is Morris. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Clark against Johnson. Pulls up on the elbow. Again, the Wizards good for two.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Graham with the ball. Cunningham's there. Passes it to ABC. Back to Graham. A three-pointer off the mark. Washington's gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. Johnson against Clark. Makes it off the glass. Clark's got 12 points now in the quarter.
They have ridden him today, and it has paid off in a big way.
Here's ABC, covered by Morris. Kicks it out to Johnson. They double-team Johnson. Pass to ABC. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. ABC's got his second bucket tonight.
That's when the double team hurts the defense. I mean, when they're guarding the player smart enough to pass out of it and find the man left alone.
Basket counts.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Absolutely relentless. They're in the flow and right.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sport. Washington had no problems getting going. They opened up the game knocking down shots and defending extremely well, going on a blazing 15-2 run. And they were rolling in that first quarter, up by 15 at the end of it. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Wizards. And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel. Joel, what up?
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at DJ in this one, he's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
They've got Kemp. Birch. ABC is out there with McDermott. Then it's Jones. And it's ABC in at the 2-guard spot. That's the San Antonio 5.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Clark up top. That shot, no good. And the Spurs going the other way now. And here's McDermott. And Jones has it in the corner. Goes up on the wing, and he connects with the jumper. Jones has got 6 points.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
Clark into the lane. It's good.
And with the game he's having, there's no doubt he'll be the guy they lean on to protect the lead.
Ball's knocked loose and stolen by DJ. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Clark's got 33.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Here's ABC. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Just 3 to shoot. Shoots. Rebound by the Wizards.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that.
Oh.
How about the creativity there from Porzingis? He wanted to make that one sting a little.
And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
It's Cunningham with the rebound. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And you talk to some of his teammates, he sets the tone, he's vocal, and he leads by example.
Shooting 1.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for the Wizards. That's good from Simmons. And don't you notice, Chris, whenever the team has injuries, Simmons takes it upon himself to fill in the gaps.
Now, Kevin, no one to defer responsibility. I mean, some of his biggest games have been when he puts his team on his back and carries them across the finish line.
Jones, the pass to Birch. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got his 3rd assist on the night.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Clark up top. 33 points for him.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rattler.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. The Spurs have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Tipped away. Here's Birch. And the Spurs scoring again. Wizards have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Now, here's Clark. Tight defense on him. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, the results are clear as day. Great approach coming into the third quarter. We'll see if they can keep it up.
Jones with it. He's picked up by Brooks. He drains the turnaround jump shot. Jones has got 6 here in this quarter.
The turnaround, Jay, a great rhythm shot. Not everyone's able to pull it off.
Here's Clark. Again, the Wizards good for 2. Spurs shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Outside, Jones driving to the basket. Count it, good. Jones has got 10.
As hot as he's been, it still has to be him who leads the charge and helps turn this game around.
Here's Clark. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
One shot.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Wizards?
Look, from mid-range, they've been deadly all day. It's really opened things up for them at the other end of the floor.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
All right, Greg, you're a lefty. You're on the call tonight. Here we are courtside. Who do you think is the best left-handed player currently in the NBA?
Oh, it's the beard. James Harden, Kevin, no question. But Zion's going to be carrying that torch for us lefties going forward. I have no doubt he'll make us proud.
We've got 1:18 left to play here in the third. No good from Clark.
Can't quite find his three-point touch in the second half yet. He had 2 in the first half, but still none since the break.
Graham, the pass to Jang. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Johnson outside. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Oh, he just caught the defense napping. He shoots a very high percentage from three-point range, and there's no hand in his face.
Clark for three. The rebound by Johnson.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Kicks to Graham. Pass to Jang. And here is Johnson. Clock at 6. Takes it inside. Knocked loose and stolen by Simmons. Clark with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Back to Clark. Three-pointer. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Clark's got 43 points.
He was ready to go tonight. I mean, he's made more plays than anyone else out there. No question about it.
Johnson with it. Over Avdia. And the wing jumper offline. And so it's the Washington Wizards leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness?
ABC's checked in for the Spurs. McDermott comes in for ABC. And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Porzingis, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Ben Simmons. Brooks checked in for Avdia. And it's Clark in for Kispert. Taking a look at the Wizards. They've got Clark. Dylan Brooks out there with Kyle Kuzma. And there's Porzingis. And it's Morris in at the 1. There's the pass to Kuzma. To the
all night. Why not go back to him?
Oh, exactly. Give it to the guy with the hot hand as long as you can. Let him try to close this out.
And it's getting late, guys, but all of a sudden they have hope, when just a little while ago it looked like hope was lost.
Morris kicks to Kuzma. Pass to Morris. Clark outside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. The Spurs making a switch here. Jones is checked in. And it's the Spurs ball. They're on a 17-4 run right now. Collins against Porzingis. That's tipped. And here we go. DJ heading to the basket. And it's Clark with the finish.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Pass to Graham. 4-on-3 break. Out to the right wing. Back to Clark. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
If they close this man out, I know who my MVP is. His offensive performance tonight has been unreal.
Ken Burch is checked in for San Antonio. And that one falls for Clark. And back in the day, Greg, Allen Iverson got criticized for devaluing practice. Now we've got healthy players sitting out of games. Has load management gone too far, you think?
Not a practice, but a game. We got guys missing games, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. But honestly, I'm really all for load management in this regard. If I owned a team and I had to invest $200 million in a player, I want to do everything I can to prolong my investment. And the reality is we've got our stars playing at unprecedented lengths at higher levels later in their career. So I'm all for doing what we can to prolong the careers of our very best players.
And so Graham will bring it up for San Antonio. Shoots from 8. It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. ABC's checked in for Devontae Graham. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Cunningham's checked in. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. DJ really making a difference here.
There should only be one thing they're talking about in this timeout, trying to deny him the ball in the paint before he does any more damage.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger.
2 minutes remaining.
You know, Chris, no one wants to see play stopped for a coach's challenge. But is that inconvenience outweighed by ensuring it was the right call?
It definitely is, Kevin. You know, we'd rather get the calls right than just be quick. Quality over quickness. That's how I like to think. But, you know, definitely, you don't want those calls all the time. But, yeah, late in the game, you need it. Guys work too hard.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. ABC. Burch the pass to ABC. Clark against Jones. Goes back up, and the layup is good.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Wizards.
They really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win. And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for DJ.
He hung a big number on the scoreboard, and it wasn't just because he was hot. He did it with movement and tenacity.
Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Defensive foul.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it has to be frustrating to catch fire when the game is already over. I mean, this is not the outcome they wanted.
Clark inside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Clark's got 55. And San Antonio shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Jones the pass to Collins. Spurs working the ball around now. The dish to Langford. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Jones, no one around him. No good from outside.
Oh, defensive breakdown, and they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
And that one's good by Clark.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
Jones drives in. Oh, that's blocked. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Clark. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And big defensive plays like that will help.
And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking.